Hey everyone, today we're going to be giving you 5 tips for the day of your photo shoot. If we haven't met before, my name's Joey Clarkson and I'm an independent singer-songwriter, voiceover artist, and audiobook narrator living in London, UK with my husband and our 2 Pomskis. I make videos just like this every week, so if this is your thing, I would love for you to hit that subscribe button and turn that notification bell on. Today I am joined by my incredibly talented sister, Katie Clarkson of Clarkson Photography. Katie has been a photographer for over half of her life and she has had her own business for the past 11 years. She has had a lot of experience working within this industry and also working with bands. So I'm really excited to have her here again to talk about her experiences with this subject. And make sure you stick around to the very end of the video because we have a bonus tip for you and you're not going to want to miss it. All right, I'm gonna invite Katie onto the show now. Hey Katie, how are you doing today?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
I am doing really well, thank you. I'm so excited to see you again. This has been so much fun.
Yeah, I'm really excited to do this series. It's gonna be really nice.
So you're in a different setting than last time. Do you want to tell us the story behind that?
Yeah, so at the moment, the Comox Valley has a giant power outage and the wind is blowing all the trees over and there's about 10,000 people who are out of power, including me at my studio. So I am now home. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for going to the studio and braving the storm to get your photography gear and your videography gear so that we could continue filming this. I really appreciate it.
No problem.
All right, Katie, let's jump straight into these tips because I'm really excited to get going with them and I know they're going to be really helpful for people. I think I'll steal the first one if that's okay.
Yeah, go right ahead.
Okay, tip number 1. Don't wear something on the day of the shoot that you have never worn before. I know that you want this shoot to be really special and a lot of the time we'll go out and we'll buy like a new coat or even a new dress, maybe new shoes, and we will save them for the day of the photo shoot. But the problem with that is that we might not actually feel comfortable once we're wearing that new coat or that new dress or that new pair of shoes. If you wear something brand new and you're uncomfortable walking in it or posing in it, that is going to show through on the camera and that is the last thing you want when you're paying for a professional shoot. So if you want to wear something brand new and nice, just make sure you wear it a few times before and practice posing in it in front of a mirror. If you can pose comfortably in front of a mirror, then you can probably pose comfortably in front of your photographer.
Number 2, respect your time and the photographer's time. Make sure you show up to your session on time and ready to go. Treat it like you have a gig at 7:30. You wouldn't show up at that time and then put on your makeup and then get dressed. You do that beforehand.
Yes, exactly. You would make the absolute most time of your set time. 3, trust that your photographer knows best. That includes things like location, the time of day that you should be shooting at, the wardrobe that would go best with the location that you guys have scouted. These are all things that photographers are really well versed in, and if they've asked you to show up for a shoot at 5:00 p.m. because they want the lighting to be a certain way, there is a reason behind that. Trust your photographer.
Yes, definitely. Trusting your photographer is key. The light on the beach at 5 is very different than the light in a forest at 5. This is what your photographer is trained for. Number 4, be efficient in the shoot itself. Your session might be about getting your album cover, but think about what else you can do in that time. Can you get some more promo art done? Could you rebrand your website? Think about everything you can do within that session and use the time as much as you can.
I couldn't agree more, Katie, and that's something that I don't think about enough when I'm on photo shoots because you really should be making the most of your time. You really do need to be thinking about more than that one shot you came to the photographer for, because even when you're sending out press releases and branding packs, everybody wants more than one image. So definitely, that's such a great tip, Katie. All right, number 5. Communicate with your photographer. Now, I know this was a big point in our first video of this photography and band series, but this is really important on the day of the shoot. If you're feeling uncomfortable in any way with anything that you've been asked to do, it is so important for you to express that to your photographer. If you feel uncomfortable and your photographer is shooting you, they are going to capture the discomfort that you feel when you're posing in a way that might not make you feel the most confident. So just make sure you communicate with your photographer throughout the day and express when and if you're feeling uncomfortable so that you can make sure that you feel and look your best in them.
Yes, it all comes back to communication is key. If I'm on a session and I'm not getting much communication from my subject, it can make our job a little bit difficult. We're trying really hard to make sure you love your images, and when there's communication between the photographer and the subject, that's when the session turns out the best.
I couldn't agree more, Katie. Thank you so much for sharing your time again with us today.
Thank you for having me on again. I love chatting about this.
I'm so glad that you love chatting about this because this series I know is going to help quite a few people. Speaking of the people it's helping, if you've made it this far, thank you so much for spending your time with us this afternoon. We really appreciate it. Watching to the end of videos means the world to small YouTubers, and it really helps these videos spread to a wider audience. So if you liked what you watched today, please head down to the comment section and let us know. And on the way down, if you could hit that subscribe button and turn that notification bell on, that would be amazing. I'm also going to pop links to Katie's business, Clarkson Photography, in the description box. So if you're interested in checking out her material, you can do that there. And you should, because it's awesome. Now, as promised, we do have a bonus tip for the end, and I'm gonna let Katie finish this video off. So take it away, Katie.
Big bonus tip that can really help with your social media game. Take behind the scenes photos. You can triple the amount of content you get from your session by taking behind the scene photos. Capture the entire day, from the moment you get ready to the moment you get home to when you get the proofs. Capture everything you possibly can. Even if you don't want to post them that day, you can 100% save them for later. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Don't lick my face! Go be cute somewhere else. No, that's where you have to say thank you. I loved it. You're the best.
I know, I'm sorry, there was this yelling cow cat. I don't know what that was.
Tell me you love me.
I love you.